Hi everyone! If you're new here, I'm Allen with Earthglow, and this channel is all about sharing the joy of candle making. In today's video, I'm going to be unboxing and giving you my out-of-the-bottle first impressions of Candlescience's new 2022 fragrance collection, and I'm so excited to smell these scents. These were sent to me by Candlescience, but as you all know, and as Candlescience knows, I give my honest opinion of fragrances on this channel, for better or for worse. But anyways, if you are interested in this type of video, consider subscribing. I am always posting candle business related content and also fragrance videos. They are my absolute favorite to film. But let's get right into today's video, and I hope you enjoy. Those of you that have been watching my channel for any amount of time will know that I do not have a box cutter, so I just kind of use scissors to open boxes, and that works absolutely fine for me. So I am so excited about these fragrances. Okay, so just so you can all see, this is how packages from Candlescience typically will come. They do use these biodegradable packing peanuts. You can actually just dissolve these in water and they will completely disintegrate. They're made of, I believe, cornstarch and maybe a few other ingredients, but primarily cornstarch. Okay, let's see what we have in here. So the first one is Black Cardamom and Cream, and I have not even seen, so when they sent these out to me, I got a little list of the names, but I haven't even seen like the scent notes on these fragrances. So you're really just like gonna be along for the ride here with basically laughing at me when I get probably none of the notes right on these fragrances. But this next one is Red Berry Balsam. And as a candle maker, ooh, this one is Woodland Snow. Holy shit. We have Vanilla Eggnog, and you all know I just found what I think is my favorite eggnog fragrance from Stone Candles, so we'll see how this one compares. And the next one here is Campfire Marshmallow. Okay. And then we've got Persimmon Citron. I'm really intrigued by this one. I don't really know what persimmon would smell like in a fragrance, but it really like reminds me of when I was like little and I would go to this place called Counter Prairie, and it was like a historical place. And this next one here is called Orchard Pear. And I think that is the whole collection. Okay, so the first one that I think I'm gonna check out is this Campfire Marshmallow. I am so excited to try this. Oh, there we go. I am like really into Campfire Marshmallow type of fragrances. Like I love anything that's like fireside. Well, I say that, but then I give Candlescience a hard time about their fireside fragrance because we have a complicated relationship. Let's check out this Campfire Marshmallow and see what this one does. I have tried to make Campfire Marshmallow type candles by mixing their creme brulee with their fireside, and they've not turned out really that good. So I'm hoping, I'm thinking that this is gonna be like, something similar to, I have a marshmallow fireside fragrance from, I believe, the Flaming Candle, and also one from Aztec. So I'm wondering how this one's gonna compare to those, and let's just see. Let's get right into this one and see. I can't wait any longer. I have 2 strips. I only need 1. Okay, come on. Okay. Like a 5-year-old with these. This is like so fun to me to do this. Ooh! Oh my gosh, I'm only on my first fragrance and I've already whacked myself in the face with the blotter strip. Twice. Okay, just a second here. Okay, Wow, this is blowing me away, like out of the bottle. This reminds me of Aztec's Marshmallow Fireside, but I feel like I like this one more. I feel like there's something that is more cohesive about this fragrance somehow, that it just like ties together. It's so sophisticated. There's something in this that's like tying the whole thing together and bringing about this level of like luxury sophistication that quite frankly I would pay. This is like something that Stone Candles would sell me for $100, that I'd pay $100 for a 16-ounce bottle, but it's not $100. So I'm gonna grab the one from Aztec and just do a comparison side by side to verify if what I think is true, that they're very similar, and what the differences might be. And I'm gonna be right back. Okay, so I went and grabbed the Marshmallow Fireside that I have from Aztec, and I don't think I actually do have the Flaming Candles version. Now that I remember it, I think the one from the Flaming Candle actually had an ingredient that was on Prop 65, which I don't include in my candle line. So, but the one from Aztec doesn't. So I went and grabbed that one just to compare it side by side, because sometimes like I think something smells similar, but then when I smell it side by side, I realize that there are nuances that I don't pick up. Okay. So this is the one from Aztec, and now I'm gonna, they're actually very similar. Yeah, these are strikingly similar. So the Marshmallow Fireside BBW type from Aztec in Candlescience's new, where did it go? Oh, I put it over here. In Candlescience's new Campfire Marshmallow, I'm gonna dip this one again here, just to get a fresh dip of it here. Okay, let's get another dip of this one. Okay, out of the bottle, the one from Candlescience is stronger, and the one from Aztec, that would be my one semi-complaint, is that it doesn't throw quite as strong as I would like in my 464 candles. And that's using a 10% load. I will say with Aztec that is my complaint with a lot of their fragrances, especially their type fragrances, which I love a lot of them. They do a lot of great dupes with Aztec. Yeah, like when I smell these side by side, they're extremely similar scents, like almost identically similar. But the one from Candlescience has a stronger, I can smell it. Like when I smell the Aztec one right after the Candlescience, there's almost no aroma to it at all on the blotter strip. So that is Campfire Marshmallow. I swear, I get so excited with these fragrance videos. I end up spilling some fragrances like on my hands, and I touch it to my nose. So I've already like had to go into the bathroom and wash my hands with soap and water twice, and we're not even on the second fragrance. Okay, let's check out this. Oh, let's do this Orchard Pear next. And this is interesting because Candlescience has a fragrance already that's called Brandied Pear, and that is a very, very, very popular seller for a lot of people. However, they redid Brandied Pear, and I believe that the reason for them redoing it was because they wanted to bring out more of the pear notes, but it was already like a bestseller for a lot of people as it was, and it was already one of their clean scents as it was. So I'm not really sure what was up with that when it had so many good reviews, and now they're coming out with another pear fragrance, so that's kind of interesting. But let's see what this Orchard Pear is gonna do. I'll take the little thing off the bottle here. Ooh, I can already smell bright pear notes here. Okay, yeah, this is a classic fresh pear. This really reminds me of something that you would smell at Bath & Body Works around the holiday season. The throw on this, like, out of the bottle is insane. You can smell this like from several feet away. Wow, yeah, this is a bright pear. There's no like brandy with this one whatsoever. I am getting maybe some like melon or citrus almost, I wanna say, with this one. And I also feel like this fragrance would work really well in soap. I don't know how it performs in soap. I'll try to put that on the screen if I have that information from Candlescience at the time of posting this video. But it does have like a little bit of a soapy smell to it, if that makes any sense. And I don't know if I would describe that as a quality or not. But it's a very clean, bright pear, and it is a little bit sweet, but like not too sweet by any means. And I would say it's a pretty true to life pear scent, whereas their brandied pear is a little bit more, you know, you get the brandy. However, the new version, I really don't like it at all. It smells like a gummy bear almost to me. But their old brandied pear was like classic, like brandy, rich brandy, like cask aged brandy with the pear. And I would have to say that this one is not, okay, I'm gonna have to get them side by side. I'm gonna have to get them side by side again. I'm gonna get the old brandied pear, the new brandied pear, and compare that with this orchard pear. So I'm gonna be right back here. Okay, so I am back here again with Candlescience's old brandied pear. So this was their classic brandied pear. And as you can see, this was already a clean scent. And yeah, that has got a lot of brandy notes to it. It's like a baked pear, like a gourmand pear. Whereas their new brandied pear, which still just says the exact same thing on the bottle, brandied pear, clean scents, which they claim they revised it to brighten the pear notes. Yeah, this does have a brighter pear note to it, but yeah. Okay, now let me compare that to, I just ran up like 3 flights of stairs because I store my fragrances in the basement, like in the dark, some of them, except for the ones that I'm using right away. That's a tip if you want to make them last longer. Store them out of the sunlight. But I want to smell this orchard pear again here. Compare it freshly to their new brandied pear. Interesting. Okay, I definitely get more sweet notes with the brandied pear. Even the new one, it has less sweet notes than the original brandied pear, and I still will have to say that I like the original the most, that they no longer have available. But this new one is a really bright, like almost has a citrusy top note to me, like some lemon or something. It's a really bright pear, and I definitely do not get really any sweet notes in this new one at all. It's a bright classic pear. Okay, and the next fragrance I think I'm gonna check out is, should we do, you know what, I really want to do this cardamom, this black cardamom and cream, because this is one that I have not seen anything like. I know Candlescience does have a cardamom and star anise, and I have that one already. If you all don't know by now, I have like a lot of fragrances in my collection of fragrance oils. I'm a little bit obsessed with fragrances and proud of it. So let's check out this black cardamom and cream. I wonder if this is gonna be like a coffee shop type of a fragrance. Ooh. Wow, yeah, this is really sophisticated. This is like what I was looking for when I was doing a chai latte. Candlescience also has a chai spice fragrance. And wow, yeah, this has a little bit of sweetness to it, which I'm getting like in this rich cream form. But the cardamom adds a really intriguing, almost peppery, spicy note, but it's not like an obtrusive peppery note. Nothing like, what is it? They have a, what is this fragrance I'm thinking of? Candlescience has a something with black pepper in it that I can't think of right now that has a really like peppery note to it. This is much more subtle, and it's definitely like a cardamom. This reminds me a lot of a fragrance by candlesandSupplies.net that is called Cardamom and Fig. However, I no longer use that fragrance because when I started making candles, I did not use anything with ingredients that were on the Prop 65 list. And that Cardamom and Fig from candlesandSupplies.net has an ingredient that's on the Prop 65 list, so I do not use it. But wow, I'm really intrigued by this. Now I'm interested in comparing this to their chai latte and to their cardamom and star anise. I'm gonna have to go find those fragrances, but by the magic of YouTube timing, I will be back. Okay, so I'm back again, and the scent that I was thinking of earlier was this apple peppercorn. It's really like peppery almost. Kind of interesting, but definitely like has a really strong like pepper note to it, whereas the cardamom and cream has like a little bit of like that kind of like peppery spice note to it, but it's much more sophisticated and blended and cohesive and exotic than I would say their apple peppercorn is. I don't even know if I think they might have discontinued this. Okay, and I did grab the cardamom and star anise. I thought I had their chai fragrance. I feel like they make a chai fragrance, but I can't find it right now. But I at least wanted to compare it to their cardamom and star anise, since this one is also has cardamom in the name, this black cardamom and cream. Just wanted to see how that compares. Let's give this one a test here. Yeah, so the cardamom and star anise has a very spicy top to it, and it has like the star anise is really prominent in this one. It actually overpowers the cardamom, whereas with the cardamom and cream, it's a much more blended, it's like a 50-50 between the cardamom and the cream. And the cream is not like an overly sweet vanilla. It's like if you were at, say, almost like a Mediterranean restaurant and you bought like an exotic tea there that was like a cardamom and cream type of a tea. That's the vibe that I'm getting from this cardamom and cream fragrance. It's an almost exotic luxury type vibe, and I'm really, really intrigued by it, and I'm curious how this one will throw. I definitely prefer it over the cardamom and star anise, so if you are looking between those two at Candlescience, out of the bottle, the cardamom and cream, hands down, has my vote. Next up, let's take a look at this vanilla eggnog, and Candlescience has got a lot to hold up to with this one, because I have smelled some very good, very expensive eggnog-like fragrances, namely the one from Stone Candles that I had on here that was called Vanilla Nutmeg, that I'm absolutely in love with, and I don't know how much could beat that fragrance in terms of an eggnog, and I sort of feel like bad because Candlescience kind of has the odds stacked against them, since that's like a $100 fragrance, and like what they're selling is much more affordable. So we're gonna see and how this compares to the other eggnogs that I have smelled. Or other eggnog-like fragrances, I should say, because nutmeg vanilla is technically not eggnog, but it smelled like eggnog. Also, the eggnog from candlesandSupplies.net is exceptional. So let's see what this one's gonna do. Okay, yeah. This is very comparable to the one from candlesandSupplies.net. Okay, so this one has a spicier note to it though than theirs does. It's actually less sweet, and it has a spicier top to it. So you get like cinnamon, allspice, some clove to this one, whereas the one from Candles and Supplies is more of a sweet, kind of heavy eggnog type of scent. And the one from Stone Candles, I do like the most out of all three. but this one kind of ties for me out of the bottle with the one that I really liked from Candles and Supplies. So definitely, to me, it's not what I would consider luxury at all out of the bottle. But it's a beautiful holiday vanilla eggnog, and the vanilla note is not overpowering. You definitely get a nice balance of the spices with the rich gourmand eggnog. The next one I'm gonna check out is this red berry balsam. And I really, really am a fan of balsam scents. I love berry fragrances as well, so I'm kind of excited about this one. I don't really know what to expect. Like, I recently smelled from the flaming candle their, I think it's like red berry and silver oak, and I'm kind of thinking that maybe it'll be something like that with some balsam to it. But let's see what this one is gonna do for us. Ooh. Actually, on a second thought, I don't know how I feel about this at all. Wow, okay, yeah. I really don't know how I feel about this scent at all. This reminds me if I took Candlescience's, gosh, what is it called? Their cypress and bayberry, and mixed it with a little bit of frosted juniper from Candlescience, and they're kind of clashing. Like, I don't know how I feel about this. Yeah, there's something sweet that's like clashing with the peppery notes of the balsam to me. Like the kind of pine notes. There's something sweet, I think it's the red berry, that is clashing. Like maybe like a raspberry or like a holly berry or something, but not a very good one to me, and it's clashing with the balsam. I will give this the benefit of the doubt and try it in a candle, because again, these are just out of the bottle. Yeah, I'm not in love with this at all, personally. So we have 2 left, and I'm really excited about both of these. I saved 2 of my favorites for last, like name-wise. One of them is called Woodland Snow, and the other one is called Persimmon Citron, and I just thought both of those sounded so interesting to me. But which one should we do? Maybe let's do the Persimmon Citron and save the Woodland Snow for last. This one reminds me so much of when I was a little kid and I would go to Conner Prairie in Indiana. Actually, it's like near Kokomo, if any of you are from the Midwest. And they used to like always cut up fresh persimmons, and it's like it has like a lot of history in it. It's like a very historic food or something to me personally. So let's see what this one's gonna do. Take these little cap things off of them always. And citron. I feel like this is gonna be like wassail, actually. Or like winter. If you've smelled Winter by Bath & Body Works or Aztec, I'm sort of suspicious that it may have some similarities. Yeah. Okay, but this is sweeter. So, yeah, this reminds me of wassail, I think. Should I go get wassail by Candlescience? Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go get it, because I can't really say that truly until I've compared them side by side. So I'm back with wassail and winter, the 2 that I mentioned that I was anticipating this Persimmon Citron would smell like. And I love the wassail. That is one of my best sellers too. And I just call it wassail. And yeah, out of the bottle, I like the wassail better. Winter from Aztec. Interesting. Winter from Aztec reminds me so much of, if any of you have smelled Christmas Hearth by Candlescience, it reminds me of that. So yeah, I would recommend Winter or Christmas Hearth, but definitely not both. And Winter is lighter hot throw than Christmas Hearth, at least in 464 soy. So Candlescience's Christmas Hearth I would recommend over this winter fragrance by Aztec. But yeah, I want to smell them both on a blotter strip side by side because the Persimmon Citron is most similar to their wassail in my opinion. So sometimes you can like break these in half, and I just get these on Amazon or on Candlescience, wherever I'm ordering from. So I'm gonna just do a little bit here. My bottle is like literally almost empty. Probably gonna spill it. Just trying to like get a little bit here. Come on. No, I'm gonna have to get a full strip. There's not like enough for me to be able to really do. Okay. So this is the wassail and the Persimmon Citron. Yeah, they both are fruity, spicy. Wassail is like mulled wine, if any of you are unfamiliar with it. And it's just a classic holiday, like festive drink. And actually the wassail has a little bit of like more of an authentic smell to it to me. There's something about this Persimmon Citron that strikes me a little bit like as artificial compared to the wassail. There's just something very subtle in it. It's beautiful, but if I had to choose one, and I'm telling you, wassail is a huge hit, I would honestly just go with that. I don't think you need both. But the Persimmon Citron could be really intriguing. Like if you do like a historic collection or something and you wanted to bring in that fruit in like a historic way, because it was used so much, like in colonial times, I think, in cooking. Yeah, they're very similar. And the very last one for this haul is my favorite name-wise, and I'm so excited to see what this one smells like. Woodland Snow. I am absolutely captivated like a 5-year-old by snow fragrances. Frosted juniper, white birch, just anything that has that aesthetic to it. Aztec has one that is called Warm Sugar Vanilla that I sell under the name of Snowdrift that, oh my God, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's a Bath & Body Works dupe. But yeah, Woodland Snow, it could mean a lot of things. It's kind of an abstract poetic title, right? So let's see what this one is gonna do for us. And oh my God, I'm so excited. Okay, I'm gonna get a little strip here. I'm smelling something already that smells really intriguing. Don't let me down, Candlescience. Ooh! Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I am so glad I saved this one for last. I think this is my favorite of all the ones that I have smelled. This is so sophisticated. This has like a smokiness to it, but it's not like a smoke in your hair smokiness. It's like a really clean, like, I'm staying in a luxury hotel up north and the whole place is like made of brick. And there's snow just falling outside, and I'm sitting in front of a warm fire, and I'm burning my Woodland Snow candle, and oh my God, this scent is like a storybook fragrance. I am so intrigued by this. Yeah, I'm definitely getting like some pine notes, some balsam, but there's like this well-rounded, sophisticated quality to this. This reminds me of the level of sophistication. One of the most cohesive fragrances I've ever smelled is by Nature's Garden. It's called Cracklin' Birch. This is on that level of sophistication. Like this is definitely something that Stone Candles might sell, that I would pay $100 for a 16-ounce bottle. This is really, really sophisticated. So that is all for today's video. If you did enjoy this haul, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and tap the notification bell so that you can get notified when I post a new video. Comment down below which of these fragrances you think would fit best in your candle line and what ones are most intriguing to you, because I am very curious. I know I'm definitely gonna be strongly considering this Woodland Snow, Campfire Marshmallow, and this black Cardamom and Cream. I'd have to say those are probably my 3 favorites from this haul that I'm gonna be strongly considering for my candle line in the winter. Oh my God, I'm so excited. We have to start planning now for winter and for fall, because otherwise when we try to get the fragrances, they're gonna be out of stock. So we have to do our testing and our planning and all that stuff right now for our new fragrances for those seasons. So that is all for today's video, and thank you so much for watching, and happy candle making, and peace, love, and light to all of you.